going on, SG-34? It's your boy, Faley McWhaley. Today, we are watching an extra long Stargate episode. This one's clocking in over at 65 minutes, 105 runtime. Excited to see where this is going to go. The last two episodes were absolutely fantastic, dealing with almost all the major plot points we've had in the entire series thus far, culminating in one epic two-parter, and I'm excited to see how this episode is going to go. So without further ado, let's get right into it, beautiful people. Don't forget to smack the like button if you're excited as I am. And of course, as always, links in the description down below in case you want the full uninterrupted reaction since the very beginning. With that being said, gate the dial.
Bruh, chill.
Previously on Stargate SG-1.
Something neither one of us can admit given our working relationship or military rank.
Wow, interesting though, starting off the recap with their love. Confirmed emotional core this episode.
Nothing I've ever done seems to have changed anything.
Culmination right
There's
here.
really only one thing we can ever truly control.
I know who you are, Daniel Jackson, but you know not who I am.
He's the Red Skull.
And when that time comes, you will be faced with
Force of Rebel Jaffa managed to take control of
that's
the
very
temple at
interesting.
Takara.
Had to drop that down from a triple XL down to a large, huh?
You have failed me. The remaining army of Cull warriors still stand an excellent chance of retaking Takara, but you have betrayed me. Did you not think I would know what you had done? I will spare your life for the moment, only so that you may witness the fruits of your labors. I will retake Takara.
Okay.
Then
The galaxy.
I will destroy every living thing in this galaxy, including you. I do not understand. You have no way of knowing what is necessary and what is not in the grand design. Whose grand design?
Yeah, what's this?
Mine.
I mean, if there's one thing I can call a newbie wooby, it's ambitious. Right? Maybe even for his own, too much for his own good. See, not too long ago, that was the sickest battle we've seen. And the impact of that was awesome. However, what we just saw previously was a pretty nuts battle too. Let's get into it. Hey,
Sorry, sir.
the boys have entered the chat.
Someone I didn't want to interrupt. Who was it?
Carrie Johnson. CIA.
Sir, I wanted to talk to you about...
Carter?
We haven't heard from him in a week.
Doesn't mean anything.
Sooner or later.
Forget it. I'm not falling for it this time.
Yep.
Falling for it.
Yep.
How many times have you thought he was gone? And then he shows up in one form or another. You hear that? I'm not buying it. What? He's just waiting for us to say a bunch of nice things about him. Next thing you know, he'll come waltzing through that door.
This is very interesting.
Waltzing.
So, what can I get for you?
Brothers Braytak of Chulak and Tilk of the Tari, for your enduring courage and vision.
Uh-huh.
I hereby bestow upon you the highest honor any Jaffa can know.
Oh my god, I got chills. I've got chills.
From this day forward, you shall both be known as bloodkin to all Jaffa!
Wow, this is a big moment. This is a big moment. Since 1x1, what he's been working for very slowly and recently has been progressed quite a lot. It's not shade, but it's just reality.
From this day forward, no Jaffa shall bow before anyone.
Yep.
And never again before a false god.
Hail, Brother Braytak! Hail, Brother Tilk!
proud. Today we are free.
This day is not yet over, brother.
Then I shall be proud for you. And of you.
Old generation and new generation. Both got to see this moment. That's beautiful. Pete rolling up?
Hey,
Hi. Thank you, Airman.
this is exciting. What's the surprise?
You'll see.
Full security clearance and all access pass to SGC? This must be big.
Oh, it's big. Pete Shanahan, Jacob Carter.
My dad.
Dad, this is Pete.
Dad,
Not quite yet. You have to actually marry my daughter before you can call me that.
I was just... why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want you to be nervous.
Why would I? I wouldn't. I've been dying to meet you.
I think it was Sam that was nervous.
He's got to pass the Salmac test. That's the real one.
You really got one of those things in your head?
If
Yikes.
one of those things, you mean a 2,000-year-old Tok'ra symbiote? Yes.
That has got to freak you right out sometimes. It's weird.
Yikes, 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 yikes. Yikes.
Hey, what do I have to do to get some more coffee around here?
Find true enlightenment.
Menus?
We don't need them here. Just order what you'd like.
Okay, I'll have the truth with a side order of clarity.
The replicator version of Sam was in your head trying to access the knowledge buried in your subconscious. How's that?
Pretty clear. So I'm ascended again.
Not exactly.
Halfway?
Sort of a stop along the way.
So this is for real, for real.
Bacon on the side?
No, I remember this place. My grandfather brought me here after my parents' funeral. I had waffles.
Waffles it is.
Interesting.
How do I know this isn't some trick replicator Sam's playing to stop me from controlling her?
Redundancy, my friend.
How deep is the river if you cannot see the bottom?
Deeper than the coffee in my cup, I'll tell you that.
We have dreamed of this day for so long, fought so hard for it, and sacrificed so much. Our victory here at Dakara has turned the tide. Jaffa everywhere are abandoning the old ways. We are foolish to rejoice in conquest over the Goa'uld when they are not all dead.
Yeah, too early.
Anubis claimed to be a god is false, but his powers most certainly are not. So consumed were we in attaining freedom that we did not plan nearly enough for its aftermath. The Jaffa have fought with each other for so long that uniting them as one may prove as difficult a task as convincing them to free themselves from the Goa'uld. If we do not organize quickly, freedom will become anarchy. The High Priests are proposing a leadership be assembled.
He's sweating!
They wish both of us to sit on the council.
I'm dead. I've never seen that before.
You know that will take you from the Tari.
We've never seen that before.
Your purpose in joining them was to one day free the Jaffa. Now that day is upon us.
And also, 20 whole minutes of footage is quite a lot to miss if you watch the other cut.
Hey, I know you. The guy from the paper, Dr. Daniel Jackson.
Scum.
It's okay, keep it. I'm done.
Thanks.
No problem.
Anubis plans to retake Dakara. Badder than ever.
So you're gonna visit Mark and the kids this trip?
Tomorrow.
Is everything okay? You've been pretty quiet.
He's dying.
I'm fine.
Definitely dying.
It's been 2 hours since Pete left. You haven't said a word.
I did so.
He seems nice.
I believe that's 3 words. I just met him. What do you want me to say? I know how happy he makes you. That's all that matters to me.
Wanting to meet
Selmac
Pete.
really liked him.
Yeah, that's what-
Selmac?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a great judge of character.
Well, okay. Are you sure nothing else is wrong?
Yeah.
He's definitely dying. Wanting to see the kids, wanting to meet Pete at this time would be an interesting blow. Truly, I thought he was gonna die 4 or 5 seasons ago, even. Jack?
What?
Teal'c's back, and it sounds like we have a problem.
I know it. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Who's on the other side of that bed, Jack? Hey yo!
What's that?
No wonder he's been so cool and Keelan. Having fun. Balance the stress of a new job with a new friend.
You know about this?
Yes,
You're not gonna do anything about it?
you know I can't.
I'm certainly not just gonna sit here and let this happen.
You can't leave. You're not ascended yet. You walk through that door, you're choosing the alternative.
Okay.
Play ball.
Send me.
It doesn't mean you'll be able to help your friends.
Yes, but once I'm ascended, I can choose to take human form again, just like last time.
Technically, yes. But you can't take that paper with you, and good luck ever ascending again. I'm certainly not going to help you a third time.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going? I'm, Daniel Jackson. Sorry to bother you, I just wanted to know if I could borrow your syrup. Although technically I know it's not gonna be borrowing because I'm not actually gonna give back what I use. Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm not going to talk to you.
Why not? Who are they?
Others.
What are they doing here?
Watching.
Me.
Me too.
I still wish you guys had blown that thing up when you had the chance.
We had to at least be sure that all the replicators really were eliminated.
Great. Well, now the Jaffa have something that can blow up the entire universe with the push of a button.
The ruins at Dakara have become a symbol of freedom.
Much more, the Jaffa believe that the device's power helped free them by destroying the replicators.
So it gives them, give them leverage.
Anything they want.
Yeah.
The Jaffa would never use it to that end.
Sorry. Thought I turned it off.
So, we're all in agreement? One way or another, it's got to go. Correct?
Indeed.
I must point out that would not be a good first step in relations between the Tari and the newly formed Free Jaffa nation.
Why don't you do it? They already hate the Tok'ra.
It's a good point, actually.
To be honest, the plan may already be in the works. But as you know, Selmac and I aren't fully in the loop any longer.
Bearer of bad news, Sir Walt.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Colonel, there's a call for you.
Tilk and I have arranged another meeting of the Jaffa Council.
Is Pete okay?
Our hope is to continue strengthening the bond between
Sorry, I don't mean to cut this off. This is the last thing I'm going to say, and we're going to keep rolling. I don't think that teleporter idea, although there hasn't been anything to sort of validate it yet, because maybe this is an ongoing story, is out of the picture just yet, okay? Here are my thoughts. Jack has now been introduced to have a new lover. Sam has Pete. Daniel is in mid-ascension. Teal'c doesn't seem satisfied with the current state of things. What if each of their loved ones die, they're pushed to the brink, and they're sort of screwed by Anubis will be throwing a last Hail Mary that's going to end the universe? Do they resort to the time machine? I'm still think there's a possibility. Of course, you guys have already seen it. I haven't. I'm just having some fun. Sometimes speculations are right. Sometimes they're completely wrong. I still enjoy doing them, and I know some of you guys enjoy watching them. Anyway, I don't know if I have to explain that. It's already kind of a thing we know. Continue.
Jaffa by focusing on our common enemy.
How does she react here?
Yeah, I know, it's not a good time. I don't know, it could be an hour, it could be all day. Yeah.
Hey, weren't you supposed to meet Pete at the florist this morning?
No, Dad.
Yikes.
Go ahead, Carter. It's supposed to be your day off anyway. Oh, Teal'c and Braytak are meeting with the Jaffa. There's nothing to do around here. Go pick flowers.
What?
Interesting.
How are your waffles?
Best I ever had. Can you tell me why you stopped me from killing Anubis the last time I was ascended?
Because if I didn't stop you, the others would have. And they wouldn't have been as nice about it. But I didn't totally erase your memory, even though I was supposed to.
There, okay, why is it okay to break some rules and not others? Look, if you knew I had a problem following the rules the last time, why offer me ascension?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. Secret plan revealed?
Because I didn't want to see you die without at least giving you a second chance. I'm not really supposed to help people ascend. You're supposed to do it on your own. Walk the line. Believe me, I crossed it a few times and paid for it dearly.
So the question is, why don't the other ancients stop Oma?
Sorry, I gotta get back to work.
Coffee, please. I realize this must be weird for you. Worrying about place settings when we could be destroyed by aliens at any minute. So, your dad like me?
Of course. Why wouldn't he?
tough guy to read.
You just have to get to know him.
How about Selmac?
Ah, he thought you were very charming.
For a human.
Well, generally speaking, that's my type.
Did I tell you I also have a surprise for you?
No, what is it?
Tricky.
The Council remains unwilling to destroy the weapon.
You realize we have to consider that thing a threat to our security.
Indeed.
The Council recognizes the danger and has decided to take action by aggressively seeking out and killing Anubis.
Well, we don't even know if Anubis can be killed yet, do we?
We must not suggest to the Jaffa that he cannot be.
I believe this quest will unite many of the still fractured armies by giving them focus on a common goal.
Intelligence gathered indicates that Anubis may be marshaling the remaining Cold Warriors on Tartarus.
Well, I can't. It's muffled. I can barely hear it. Took advantage. Yes, you did, Jim.
Hey.
Hey! Daniel.
Do we know each other?
This guy's running shit.
I feel like I know you.
Call me Jim.
Nice to meet you again.
Still haven't made up your mind, huh? Don't really see the choice myself.
Yeah, of course I don't want to be dead. It's just that, listen, the reason I came over here was to ask you, why are you talking to me?
Oh, you mean because these other snobs won't even look at you? I'm different. Like Oma.
Really? Because I kind of got the impression that you two don't quite see eye to eye.
Both operate somewhat outside the normal rules and regulations. Sometimes we disagree on how far outside we should go, that's all. As long as these other guys don't strike me down, I figure I'm okay.
I feel like if I agree to ascend, I'm signing a contract that I don't even know what it says. I just don't see how I can agree to stand by and let Anubis destroy every living thing in the entire galaxy.
Uh-oh, he's giving him a peek!
Speaking of which...
Spoilers!
Seen the latest?
Secret plan?
That device was originally used by the ancients to create life in the Milky Way. Recreated after the whole plague thing.
Plague?
Now it all gets undone with the push of one button.
My brain is kind of
There's a
broken right
waste
now.
of a-
I say someone should really do something to stop him!
No one will.
Can I open them now?
Almost.
Oh, they got a house. They got a house. Together. I'm thick.
What do
It's
you
a
think?
nice looking house.
Remember our first night together? You described the house you always wanted?
Aww.
I can't believe this.
The
Aww.
kitchen isn't yellow, but we can paint. And you're not gonna believe the backyard. The dog's gonna love it.
Dog?
Is there anything you can do to stop Anubis? I mean, you did say someone should do something.
Well, as far as what can be done, it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, so Oma tells me.
You gave up eternal enlightenment, all the knowledge and power of the universe. Why do you think you did that?
To fight for humanity any way I could.
You rejected everything Oma offered you, and now she just gives you another chance based on the goodness of her heart?
Do you know what happened between me and Oma? Why did I choose to take human form again?
You should ask Oma.
And I feel for Sam here. I mean, obviously she's, you know, committed to Pete. They enjoy each other's company and all. Oh, she's at Jack's place.
Hi, sir.
Carter.
There's 2 steaks on that grill.
Look, is this okay? I mean, I could have called first, but...
No, yeah, I mean, it's fine. What brings you to this neck of the woods on such a fine day?
Well, actually, I've been sitting in your driveway for the last 10 minutes trying to work up the nerve to come and talk to you. The truth is, I've been trying to work up the nerve for a lot longer than that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pete put a down payment on a house.
Well, that's great.
She's not feeling it.
The truth is, I'm having second thoughts about the wedding. See, the thing is, the closer it gets, the more I get the feeling that
It's not what I
I'm
want.
making a big, huge mistake.
Who's in the house?
Carter, I don't know what...
I'm sorry to bother you with this. See, there's actually a very good reason that I am bothering you with this. And if I don't tell you now, I
Oh,
might...
no!
Jack, I looked everywhere. I could not.
Colonel Carter.
We were just meeting here in my backyard on this fine day to discuss the...
That steak is
state of
fucking
affairs.
burnt, dog.
Well, this is awkward.
You think? See ya, SGC. What? When? Okay, I'm on my way.
What happened?
I gotta go. It's my dad.
Death has arrived. Wow, this is some great timing.
Well, you can't stay here forever, you know. Actually, I suppose you could. I just don't know why you'd really want.
Sorry, let me just make sure I'm still recording. Cool, good. This is fucking great.
Bruh, chill. Look, obviously I don't want to just die.
What's stopping you from ascending?
I don't know.
Must be something holding you back, making you doubt yourself.
Maybe it's not me I'm doubting.
It's you. Talk about privilege. I don't know if I want to ascend
Whether you
again.
choose to, it's all up to you.
But there is something you're not telling me.
Is that what Jim said? You shouldn't be listening to him.
Why not?
Because?
Good answer.
I'm sorry, kiddo. We both are.
About what? What's going on?
It's Selmac. He's dying.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's okay. He's okay. As you know, when a Tok'ra symbiote dies, they can prevent their host from dying, as Joel and I did with you. That last selfless act requires a certain amount of energy and a conscious effort. By all rights, Selmac should have been dead weeks ago. I wouldn't let him go.
Oh.
He hung on as long as he could. Then he slipped into a coma just after we activated the weapon on Dakara.
You've known all this time since then?
I didn't want to spoil your wedding. No, I thought we could make it.
Now she wants to call off the wedding? Damn.
He's barely alive.
I'm holding him up.
I'm gonna die with him, Sam.
Yo, this is rough.
Where is she?
I don't know, off doing whatever it is she does when she's not here.
Had to find out for yourself last time, too. Man, were you pissed.
About what?
What do you know about Anubis?
I know he's half ascended, whatever that means.
The others use their collective powers to keep him from affecting anything on a grand, cosmic level. It's okay for him to do anything he could have done back when he was a regular old Goa'uld. Goa'ulds are bad. Anubis is as bad as they come.
And ascension requires that somebody be pure of spirit. One must be good to the very core to achieve enlightenment. So how does someone like Anubis ascend? Oma helps people ascend, but she never helps somebody like Anubis.
Maybe not on purpose.
Unintentionally?
You say he tricked her somehow?
Whoa.
No lone ascended being shall help a lower ascend. If you deserve to be here, you should be able to get here on your own. A majority vote by the collective can get you in, but Oma thinks she knows better. I admit, for the most part, she's brought good people on board. But as the old saying goes, nobody's perfect.
Interesting. This is very interesting.
Oma helped Anubis ascend.
Bingo!
Get out. Get out now.
Oh, look at the time. I've got to go, kid. Business to attend to.
Man's leaking that info.
A number of the Tok'ra have responded. They want to pay their respects. They can remove a Goa'uld. In the last few years, you've almost perfected the process of saving a host.
That process instantly kills the symbiote before it releases toxins.
It's GG.
I'm sorry. But I should have been dead 4 years ago.
That's what I was saying! That's literally what I was saying!
I've been all over the galaxy.
You gotta live a life. He's an OG.
I've done things most men never dream of. I just want to know you're gonna be happy.
Holy smokes.
I am.
You're lying to yourself.
No, you joined the Air Force because of me.
I love my job.
You can still have everything you want.
I do, Dad.
You're lying to yourself.
How's Colonel Carter's father?
Doesn't look good.
Sorry to hear that.
Closing the door.
Deeply symbolic.
Really?
But
You have issues. It's okay. There's just one big one in particular that I don't think I can live with. We can still work together, can't we? I'd hate to have to ask for reassignment. We agreed this would never affect the job.
We did.
You know, there's just one thing I don't understand.
Okay.
Just one.
Is the Air Force the only thing keeping you two apart? Rules and regulations?
And you know what I should do?
Retire.
Huh.
Just a thought.
You're not just a thought. It was a joke, but this is so compelling. You know, they're getting older. You know, do you guys want to be with a person you genuinely love and have feelings for? Right?
The time has come for this ancient.
This victory will present us with many new challenges that will require your wisdom and sound judgment.
What our people will require is a youthful, vital leadership.
You are only as old as you believe yourself to be.
Talk to me in 50 years.
Man, this episode is something else. They're sickos if they try and kill Braytech too. They're sickos.
So it's-
There's no chance this episode.
He tricked me.
How?
When I realized the horrible mistake that I had made, I tried to undo it, but I couldn't. That's when the others stepped in.
I don't understand. They only sent him halfway back. Why not all the way?
He wasn't allowed to use any knowledge or power unless he otherwise would have gained it as a go-old.
I don't
So he
understand.
said, I'll be the biggest and baddest
They let
school
him
to
wreak
justify
havoc.
within the rules.
They don't care if he destroys all life in the galaxy, life they themselves created.
They haven't stopped me from continuing my work. I've tried to make up for it, help when I can.
You're forced to watch, powerless to interfere. They let Anubis do whatever he wants just to punish you.
That's
I
kind
told you
of
before,
that's kind of
the
crazy.
galaxy you're from is so small and insignificant compared to the rest of the universe.
I don't care. It's wrong.
That's what you said last time.
He's not gonna have
Isn't
it.
it enough already? I mean, a whole galaxy of innocent people enslaved and tortured for generations? For what? For one mistake a good person made trying to do a good thing.
Who other than Daniel to be the person to say
Come on, the
this?
least you could do is listen to me. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I know you can hear me. Hasn't she suffered enough already? And certainly enough other people have suffered to punish her.
That's the thing, Daniel. They don't. I keep breaking the same rule. Anubis can't be killed. Not by you. Not by me.
He is not here. We have been deceived. Anubis fed us this intelligence. The lure is here. You were right, old friend. The device at Dakara should have been destroyed at all costs.
This is bad news, Bears. What a shot.
Okay.
What a shot.
Actually, I'm fine. I thought I lost him 4 years ago. Since then, we've been closer than we ever were my whole life. In a way, Somak gave me the father I never thought I'd know.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Come here.
Thank you, sir,
Being there.
for being here for me.
Yeah, that's got me fucked up. But then if you're Jack, you're not gonna just sort of be like, by the way, I love you, Carter, in the middle of her wedding. While her father's dying, you know? Not good timing, but great to watch. Life's too short, Jack. Go for it. Carter, I co-sign it. I co-sign it.
Can I get a coffee? Ooh. Hey, Danny boy, you see the paper?
Oh, what's it say?
Those stupid Jaffa took half their ships to hunt down Anubis. Meanwhile, his army was poised to attack Dakara.
Oh,
It's only a matter of time before old Anubis gets his hands on the weapon.
I'm sorry, you sound almost happy about that. What do you have against Oma?
Daniel.
No, I want to know. Why are you taking such pleasure in her punishment?
Me? I don't have anything against Oma. I think she's great. Hell, she's the one that helped me ascend. You got it now.
He's Anubis!
You are Anubis.
Oh my god, he's half for a reason!
Cheers.
Oh, you cheeky fuck.
I knew from the beginning.
Oh no. Oh no. I feel bad for Pete too. That's awful. That's rough. That's so rough. That's so rough.
Don't say I deserve better. Can't get much better than you.
That's so rough.
That's not true.
I guess all I can say is, I hope you get what you want.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
What do you want? You want me to get down on my knees and beg?
God, no. Of course not. I thought you would react differently.
No, he's a reasonable man who loves you. What do you think he's gonna react? Of course, I'd be flustered if I was him.
Bye, Sam.
Yeah, it's like, no. I'm sorry, Sam. I love you, no, but like, that was the best reaction that any sane person could give. Truly. Imagine that. You put a down deposit on a house with the person you think is your wife, making this life that you were led to believe. I understand the circumstances, but don't ask for a bigger reaction. Like, that's a slap in the face.
Anubis now controls the weapon.
Well, then we find the biggest damn nuke we can and we shove it right through the gate now.
If we can dial the Alpha site, we may be able to prevent the weapon from connecting a wormhole to either planet. Sergeant, dial the Alpha site now.
That's not me.
What?
Excuse me?
I don't know. Incoming wormhole.
Yeah, Iris?
That's not going to stop the energy from the weapon.
If it is the weapon.
We're too late.
You make a great cup of coffee.
Dog, this guy is bodying you by not having him touch your body.
There's nothing you can do. You don't have the power.
But I do.
Oh my god. Everyone's paying attention.
You can't kill me either.
I can fight you.
Well, you can't win.
It won't matter.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Something I should have done a long time ago.
No. No.
Alright. They just dined and dashed. Your supervisor's gone, Daniel. All eyes on you. What do you do? What do you do?
Wormhole disengaged.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Shut it off.
Yeah, guys, let's not cut it any closer.
Self-destruct.
Holy smokes.
Call warriors became disorganized and confused, as though they no longer knew what to do.
Many Jaffa lost their lives at Takara. Those that survived are united as never before. The weapon must be destroyed.
Awesome.
A new memorial will be erected in its place, so that our triumph over the Goa'uld will never be forgotten.
1 minute, Anubis is about to push the button that ends all life in the galaxy, and the next minute he's just gone.
DJ?
One can only assume he was vanquished by some means. If not, why would he forfeit the weapon and his army?
It's the only thing that would explain the self-destruct not going off.
O'Neill believes that Daniel Jackson is somehow responsible.
Nope, it wasn't me.
Anybody else hear that?
I'm in here. Don't come in.
Whoa! Hey there!
So this time he got his memory back.
It's long story.
Carter and Jack fishing together. What a beautiful ending. Wow.
I told you.
Fishing with them
I can't believe
together.
we didn't do this years ago.
Let's not dwell.
Once you come fishing, they finally fishing. Wow. Wow.
There are no fish in this pond, are there?
Nope.
Wow. This could serve as like the series finale if they wanted to. Until coming in with a color coordinated fit. Gang all together fishing. Meta. Wow. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 8, episode number 18. This was the extra packed normal, extra set of minutes for a normal Stargate SG-1 episode, and I thought this was fantastic, leaning in heavily onto that emotional core of Samantha, Carter, and Jack O'Neill. Now, I thought they dealt with their relationship probably the best it's ever been presented in the entire series, right? I always appreciated them never like going full on with the relationship for whatever reasons, but this episode did such a compelling job at making us feel for both of them. Jack has been engaging in a relationship. Carter's getting married, of course. Her father is dying. He's sort of telling her like, hey, life is a little short. I wanted to sort of be here, but like he basically said without saying like, you're not happy with this guy, and you know it, I know it. You know, it was just beautifully done, and I think it was such so many compelling emotions to have this sort of an end result where they both again, there's 8 years of baggage, right, of watching it slowly unfold. So to see it come just right in our faces and be so meshed well together with this other ongoing story from the past 2 episodes, and you know the general narrative, it just landed so well, in my opinion, right? Maybe other people have different opinions on it, and it's still not done, but maybe are they going to be together? Are they going to maybe explore that potential? And in this relationship coming together, I feel absolutely. I think it's fair to say, I can be happy that Jack and Carter are finally coming together, but I can equally say, I feel absolutely terrible for Pete. You know, dude thought he was gonna have a wife, a life, a dog, and a crib. Unfortunately, that's all sort of coming down. And like the thoughts I said about that engagement, right? Like I know Sam's going through a lot. Her dad's dying. I can cut her some slack there, but like, I thought Pete gave a very reasonable response, if anything. So yeah, the death of Salmac and Jacob, Carter put into words what I said as well. You know, he should have died many seasons ago, and I agree as well. But they instead had it stretch out to this point, which I thought was a very satisfying ending. He has served such a crucial role in the lives of the Tari and really the system, and has fought a good fight. And has become such an integral character, like I said, in OG. I absolutely love that sort of send-off and goodbye. You could kind of see it coming, but see it coming. You could kind of see him dying right after he pressed the button. But the way they managed to tie that into Pete, Jack, Sam's sort of seeing her father die and almost appreciating it, I thought that was brilliantly done. Now, the idea of the Jaffa rebellion obviously came at the very top of this episode, mixed in with the whole Daniel and Oma and Anubis plot, which I haven't even talked about, right? That extra runtime really lent into all these storylines having the time that they deserve. So I give a major hats off to that extra 20-minute runtime. I think it did this episode brilliantly. It really lent itself to give this a fulfilling storyline for each of our characters here. The Jaffa rebellion had that emotional resolution that I think we all wanted. It landed in terms of Teal'c finally getting that praise and seeing the false gods tumble before them. So that was brilliant. I loved some of those wide shots, seeing everybody sort of saying, "Hail Teal'c, hail Braytech." Now, I also, so I enjoyed all that. I enjoyed all the stuff with Sam and the conflicting emotions, right, about her and Jack. That reveal, too, and the CIA agent sort of, you know, and I thought her response was also completely reasonable, as any, like, sane person in a relationship would say. Ended it off very amicably with Jack, right? So shout outs to her and to Sam's, man, because that was, like, the most cool and keel and like reasonable responses I've seen to a breakup, you know, in a TV show given the circumstances. So you know that's awesome to see. Yeah, I thought this was a fantastic episode again, dealing with some heavier emotions, right? Some like very, how to describe it, like these are very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like seismic emotional feelings, right? Because these are things that have been creeping since nearly the beginning of the series, right? Teal'c finally getting the Jaffa on his side, and you know, really moving forward with this movement. That was sort of seen and realized this episode. Sam's feelings and Jack's feelings were realized this episode to an extent. Daniel sort of getting some resolution about the whole ascension idea, right? That was sort of brought forward here. Anubis finally falling ever so slightly, or at least getting distracted thanks to Oma. That was sort of brought up this episode. So it was a very satisfying episode. If I'm being a little redundant, that was a satisfying episode, and the emotions that I felt were also really great. I loved all the sequences there with Daniel, Oma, and my man with the newspaper, who ended up being Anubis. I thought that reveal was a lot of fun. The semantics of them ascending sort of got revealed slightly. Still might be a little bit confusing, but I thought the way they explained that worked all really well. Michael Shanks gave a great performance in that, and you really felt his frustrations. And by the end, that's why I didn't buy Daniel getting stabbed and died, because now I know there's this ascension, you know, nonsense that could or could not be brought up, or like I just didn't buy that Daniel was gonna die, and they almost had me creep in that opinion a little bit, but turned out to not be the case. And he's back, better than ever, refreshed, recharged, and yeah, gonna be interesting to see where things continue to go here. Most interestingly, I thought the concept of Jack, that was brought up about Jack stepping down and retiring to be with Sam, rather compelling. That is something I could maybe see, depending on how they're going to want to go about if they decide to be in a relationship. So with that being said, guys, that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 8, episode number 18. That was an awesome ass episode of the series. What did you think about this one, beautiful people? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see if we can hit 70 likes on this video as well on Patreon and on YouTube. I really appreciate your guys' support. But with that being said, beautiful people, I'll see you in the next one.